Welcome back, everyone, to a very, very special episode of Podzilla. I am Jasha, and I'm here with my brother Micah.
Hey guys, how we doing?
And we are back for Rebirth of Mothra II, the second movie on our huge Rebirth of Mothra event. I was thinking about it. We're having so many cool guests come in for this. These movies are so different to everything we've covered before.
Yeah, real gritty and mature.
Yeah, they're real highly acclaimed. I don't know if we're ever going to live up to these. I think this is probably the best work Podzilla's ever going to do. These 3 episodes, we're never going to reach these heights again.
This is Podzilla's magnum opus.
Yeah.
Calling it now.
I think so. It's what a time to be recording. What a time to be alive. Hold up, Micah, do you see that out the window there?
Hold on, let me draw my curtains back. Wait a second.
Bro, do you see the ocean parting right now?
Wait, who's that walking down the middle?
Wait, is that Kev? Kev!
Hello!
Kev!
Hello!
Welcome!
Kev, we've got a microphone for you right here. Sit down, dude. How was your walk? How was the journey?
Very complicated. It looked good.
It is so good to have you, Kev. I was just thinking about it because I think you were our first guest as we kicked off season 2 of Podzilla last year. And then almost a year has passed and we're getting close to wrapping up season 2. So it's only fate that we had you back. It was only proper.
Sunrise, sunset. All things must pass.
Exactly. And we talked a little bit in our previous episode we did with you, which was Godzilla versus Hedorah, about kind of your history with kaiju movies and with Godzilla. And you talked about your love for Peter Jackson's King Kong.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about growing up and owning the 98 Godzilla movie.
And never watching it.
Yeah.
Not once.
We need to talk about this movie real quick because there's something you brought to our attention in the Discord.
Oh, God.
That on the spine of the 98 Godzilla, there's a little image of Zilla himself. It's such a weird angle of like his upper torso. And you brought to our attention that it looks like a face.
Yeah, the lower jaw.
I don't think you can see his eyes. It's just a chin.
If you join us in the Podzilla Discord, I provided an illustration. And then I forget who, but somebody drew exactly what I see when I look at that art.
Yes.
Absolutely mind-blowing.
It was Dewey.
He's got a little top hat on.
Yeah.
And then you watch the VHS and it's like, where's that guy?
Yeah. I can't unsee it though. You brought us to our attention that it looks like a guy with a top hat.
I'm sorry.
And now that's the only way I'm going to ever be able to see that movie.
I'm sorry.
I think you've had it as your profile picture for the past at least a good few months.
It can never change. You're doing a public service.
I will say that when I try to imagine the actual Godzilla face on there, it doesn't just look wrong. It feels immoral.
Yes.
To imagine anything. It's one of those things where like you get you get Mandela affected so hard that like you guys know the big Mandela effect thing is the Shazam.
Yeah.
With Sinbad.
And Kazam?
And the real movie is called Kazam and has Shaq in it.
Yeah.
But that movie feels wrong.
Yes.
Because no, the movie is Shazam. Sinbad plays a genie. You know what I mean? Very similar thing where it just feels like Lynchian almost. Like that's not Godzilla. That's a pumpkin-headed man in a pork pie hat.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get up to that movie.
Oh, that's gonna be
What an episode.
oh boy.
But enough about
Godzilla
98. Enough about that movie.
Enough about Godzilla, period, I say.
Yeah, let's get, well, we might bring it back up, but let's get him out of here for now. Kev, I was interested because, I mean, we've already gone over your history before, but do you have a favorite kaiju movie? Or something you've seen before that you really love?
That's very complicated, I think.
Yeah.
Because I do love King Kong, which in your purview here counts.
Yes, yeah.
Maybe Hedorah is close. By the way, I just want to say, Godzilla fans and new Podzilla listeners, I'm a total newbie to this, so pronunciations are going to be all over the map. I'm going to try to work with it. I ask you to work with me. A. B. I love Mothra.
Yeah.
I was thrilled when you invited me here because if I were to list a couple of my favorites, Definitely, Hedorah was wonderful and totally great, totally my thing. Biollante was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And then the two Mothra movies, the solo Mothra film and Godzilla vs. Mothra, I think are among my favorites.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, it only made sense to get you on for a Mothra movie because there's only a limited few of these. And we're like, hey, we have to get Kev on for one of these before the time's up.
Well, coming into the journey, I knew that one of my favorite kaiju was Mothra anyway. Just the idea of Mothra, right, in theory.
Yeah.
When they teased Mothra in the Monsterverse, spoilers, I was like, oh my god, this is great. I get to experience Mothra on my terms. Because I had never seen any of these until I met you guys and started listening to the show. That didn't pan out great in the Monsterverse, in my opinion. We'll get to that years from now on this show. But in terms of Mothra rep, I think it's a fine movie otherwise. But like going back and seeing the majestic puppet, Ron touched on this last week. There's just so much majesty to that original marionette. It's amazing. And then they turned Mothra into a larva for 35 years. A tough choice for casual Mothra fans like myself.
I never realized it was actually for that long.
Well, I don't think it was for that long, but it was for a long time.
It probably was. Probably was.
They did the one, right? And then they turned Mothra into a larva in versus Mothra. Is that correct? And then
Yep.
70s, 80s.
Yeah, and there was a good portion there.
Destroy All Monsters is just Mothra larvae.
I did like the Mothra larvae showing up in the first Rebirth for the fan service of it.
Yeah, what's good, eh?
Yeah.
For the 8 people who preferred the larva of Mothra. But no, yeah, I would have to say, like, versus Mothra, I like versus King Kong. It's not a good movie. But
what do you think of the Kong suit in that one?
But that's the other thing though, is that like when it looks really bad, it creates a whole other layer of enjoyment of like high comedy of like, oh my god, this is what they could do. Especially 10 years later, you guys on your Patreon just talked about the great King Kong 76, which I hadn't seen until a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that Kong suit looks amazing.
Yeah. I was super surprised watching that and like
further embarrassment.
Yeah, no, that was a real cool one to revisit. Well, man, yeah, thanks for coming on and covering this movie with us. It's been so awesome to become friends with you, and like you're a legend, man. Your support of the show has just been crazy. Like you've been along this journey with us, which has been really, really, really fun. And yeah, Rebirth of Mothra II. That's what we're doing today, guys.
I just want to clear this up before we go into it. So, had you seen any of these 3 movies before watching it for this episode, Kev?
I haven't seen 99.9% of like I had seen, I don't know if I forget if we touched on this on the Hedorah episode, but like I had seen the original at the Alamo Drafthouse once as a fluke. But besides that, that's my Gods and the Monsterverse, but that is my Godzilla knowledge. So I had no idea what to expect. Big O in your Discord started posting stuff about this movie like the day you posted with Ron. And I was like, there's no way this could be what the movie is, but it is. And I did enjoy Rebirth of Mothra, and you guys fully captured my whole experience with Ron.
Yeah, cool.
But like, I was totally disarmed that these are like more kids' films, and I don't think that's a problem. For the record, I'm about to go see the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles today, and I love kids' movies. There's no issue, and the compositing had a charm. I'll say, George Lucas, he at that time was very sensitive towards that, so that's his problem. But
yeah, I didn't know what we were in for either, especially with Big O, with the comments about this crazy Furby character that apparently was going to show up and just pee all over everyone. I was scared. I was frightened. I thought it was a mistake. I was about to be like, hey, Kev, maybe we shouldn't do this. So to message you, Mike, and be like, hey, maybe we should just stop the podcast right here.
I thought we needed to kick Big O from the Discord, like NSFW.
I was scared. I was terrified.
I did not believe that it was going to be a part of this movie in the slightest.
I thought it was going to be like, oh, I guess G-fans meme that it's pee.
Yeah.
We'll get into it when we get into the movie.
We will.
Like, I thought it was like, oh, we're all goofing around. And obviously, it's being misrepresented for a meme. No.
Little did we know.
No. No. Oh. Well, Kev, did you want to do us the pleasure of bringing us into Rebirth of Mothra II? Do you have a bit of a recap for us?
Oh, do I ever?
I can't wait. I can't wait.
The waters off the coast of Japan have been covered in poisonous, starfish-like creatures called barem. It turns out these creatures were sent to the surface by the evil Dagra, originally created by the ancient civilization of the Nidai Kinai to protect the environment. Whoops. Our favorite, is it Elias?
Elias,
Elias, I think, yeah.
Elias sisters. Mothra fam. Mal and Laura recruit 3 literal children and an absolute freak called Ghogo to find Nidai Kanai and save us all from the wrath of Dagra. Once they find the ancient civilization, they can summon Mothra Leo and he'll clean this all up for us. But who's that on their tails? It's Belvera, who has put a team together of her own. 2 goofs, 2 absolute grown men. The state of these men. Anyway, they get to the ancient civilization. It raises up out of the ground. Mothra Leo is summoned, but barely survives a crushing defeat. To make a long story short, everybody's looking for a lost treasure, and it turns out the lost treasure is that absolute freak, the peeing Furby, Ghogo. Anyway, Gogo's energy spirit revives Leo and turns him into Rainbow Mothra, who then becomes Aqua Mothra, who wins the battle and saves the world. The fishermen and the kids escape, and Ghogo pees on a guy's face to save his life. And in the end, they all make it out okay, and Ghogo leaves behind a pearl that is also the Earth. And long story short, that is Rebirth of Mothra II.
Succinct. I like it.
I don't know how, but I've written the most notes I've ever written for the show on this movie. I'm scared.
I'm just wondering, how could that? How?
I don't know.
It's not like a ton happens.
I had this stream of consciousness thing after we watched the movie. I was like, man, I've got some thoughts. So let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the movie.
JC, you go first. I've got an hour and a half time slot booked solely to you.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. That's perfect. Well, I guess first off, we start the movie with this really nice scene of Mothra Leo, who is now just referred to as Mothra now.
Mm-hmm.
This has kind of been the rebirth, right? Mothra Leo's the new Mothra.
Mm-hmm.
And he's flying over the oceans. There's heaps of him everywhere. He's getting along with some dolphins. And then he disappears for literally 40 minutes. And we cut to these 3 little kids running around. And we cut to a whole lot of composited CGI madness. And I was like, okay, seems like these Rebirth of Mothra movies have a format. I like it.
Okay, look, I think the compositing is way better in this film.
Yeah.
I think it looked pretty great. Like, what a difference a year makes in terms of what you can do. And not that I had a problem with the original.
Yeah.
I had just seen the original Star Wars trilogy that day, and I was like, oh man, if George Lucas had seen this, you guys quoted me last week, he would have been sick forever. He was so ashamed of the compositing in Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, I actually really like it as well, because we get this whole segment in this one when there's 3 kids running around with Ghogo, this little Furby.
My subtitles said Gorgo.
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Ghogo, as in like Gorgo, maybe.
That makes sense to me.
You can quote me on that, everyone. Ghogo. Yeah, these kids are running around with Ghogo. They're getting chased by Balvera. The fairy Mothras are there. Everything's just all edited together. There's a whole lot of wire work. I don't know if I've ever seen so much like wire work on display and physical wires in some scenes that I have with this movie. But I'm exactly the same as you, and I feel the same as I did with the first one. It's really endearing and really impressive how much effort and how much stuff they just fit into and all the creative techniques they use in these scenes. I like it as well. I do like it. I think it was done a lot better.
For sure. And like, even though the movement of a lot of the things seem weird at times, specifically in that scene, like you said, Jasha, where the Elias are flying around on little fairy Mothra and Balvira's behind them. But the actual compositing, like, it stands the time. This was made in, 1997?
Yeah.
It's looking pretty dang good, and you can tell they've definitely stepped up a lot of the effects since the first movie, to the point where they're just chucking whatever the heck effects they have on hand in the movie. They use every single chance they have to throw in any sort of CGI or VFX they can.
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about a couple of those things they've just chucked in there. Early on, we get a caterpillar that is...
I know you said that the Elias twins on the beach are the opening scene of the movie, but this is the real opening scene of the movie. This is where we get introduced to all of our main characters here.
We have a caterpillar that is getting... One of the like bullies of the school is trying to annoy the girl with it. It gets somehow thrown into one of their mouths, and then from their mouth spat out and down their teacher's shirt. And my mouth was on the floor. I couldn't believe it.
Careful, dude. You might catch a caterpillar.
This is also the beginning of a very, like, the one special effect that I think is kind of weird, which is the compositing, like, like the slow motion flying of something that's being thrown.
Yeah.
Like Gorgo, it happens a lot. It pretty much only happens to Gorgo after this. But like this, whoa, like this, like almost like a PowerPoint effect.
Yeah, just like a slow drag.
It happens to one of the kids as well, right? Like I feel like one of the kids is holding Ghogo.
Yes.
Yeah, and he goes flying.
And in the finale as well, the guy who gets peed on, I think, is flung across the way the same way.
Yeah.
He's miterated upon.
Something else I also wanted to bring up was the cat. There's a cat in this movie that is just used for a couple of jokes real quick. One of which, a cigarette butt falls onto this cat and he goes flying into the air. And the second, and the funniest one, is when these two fishermen that Balvira has got onto her cause think they're capturing Ghogo, and they instead pull this cat out of a basket. And it's some real, like, art house type stuff. It was reminding me of, like, the 1970s House movie out of Japan, with this cat just flipping upside down and the screeching. My goodness, what a trip.
I'm going to try lay some groundwork, some semblance of groundwork for this movie.
Okay, thank you.
We've talked about peeing. We've talked about caterpillars this way and that. The core of this movie, apart from the Elias twins, we have our three main children, our school kids. In the first Rebirth of Mothra movie, we had our siblings. They're not even mentioned anymore. This time, we have Shiori, the little schoolgirl. Mm-hmm. We have Kohei, the school nerd, who is also best friends with Yoji. These two just talk about McDonald's and computer games for a good half of the movie, and they're really there for comedic effect. And then we have Shiori, she's the one who has like a special connection with this Ghogo creature. And I feel like this movie, I feel like this was pitched as less of a Mothra movie and a way to showcase the writer's magnum opus, that is Ghogo.
Oh, we're getting into it.
Guys, what is Ghogo?
He is the culmination of man's hubris in the second half of the 20th century. Sometimes you work on something, and then once you're back, you take a step back from your desk, and you're just like, dear God, what have I done? But it's unavoidable now. It's alive. It exists on this earth. This thing you've done, this thing you've made.
I was looking at some like concept art, and Ghogo looked really cute. There was some images when he looks like a tribble with some like real cute little eyes. I don't know what they did to this thing, guys. The like wrinkles under his eyes, his weird tail with rings on it that doesn't look like a tail half of the time. his claws, his I'm lost for words. He's this water spirit that is just covered in fur.
He doesn't touch water once in the movie.
He goes swimming, I think. Is the stuff is what's happening, right? Because he's got this ability where he can pee on things and it heals people. Pretty cool ability. Pretty awesome stuff. This needs to be added to the new, like, what superpower would you choose? Flying or healing pee?
Flying invisibility or
But, like, is it water? It's meant to be he's just blasting water out, right?
I think that YouTube commenters and other G fans really wish it were so. And I tried, man. But that last shot where you're in the point of view of the guy looking up, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on, though, because that scene was played almost as, like, this beautiful moment, right? This guy's about to die, and Ghogo saves his life. It was played up as this, like, big, majestic thing. So it can't be pee.
he's close to the edge and he sees the light at the end of the tunnel.
Like, it just can't be. I don't...
I have some information here.
Okay.
So, this is called hopeful water.
Hopeful water?
Or miraculous water, even better. The lore states that this water is supposed to be the same water from the very beginning of life on Earth. This water has stood the test of time within Ghogo.
Is that stated in the film and I just forgot? Or is this like, where did this come from?
Are you making this up?
This is stated on Wikizilla, which is obviously the most reputable of sources.
Yeah.
But Ghogo's just here giving the gift of life back to the humans of the Earth. In the only way that he knows how.
I can't stand Ghogo. I can't stand him. He's ugly. He doesn't make sense. He's the focus of the movie. I'm outlawing Ghogo. Like, no, anyone in the Discord, we cannot... I don't want to see any more Ghogo or else instant ban. Like, I just can't stand this guy.
Really?
Oh.
He gives me Gremlins vibes, which is cool. I love a little freak. I am on record as being the captain or at least the treasurer of the Babu Frick fan club. Now, Babu Frick didn't pee on anybody. Okay. Like, and that's another thing, seeing the original Star Wars trilogy in theaters, like the amount of little freaks in Star Wars, from the Rastafarian lizard in the cantina now, the new CG Rastafarian lizard,
Yeah.
to Babu Frick, the amount of little freaks.
Yeah.
And Ghogo fits right in there for me. Except for this, like, I just don't, I guess I don't understand why it had to happen. I mean, the Honey, I Shrunk the Kids of the first Rebirth of Mothra set the stage for this. It totally makes sense. The movie opens with a caterpillar disappearing under a woman's blouse. Okay. Like, I feel like we were primed for this.
Yeah.
But then it's not played for total laughs either. The two times it happens. There was some great all-time subtitles of, "Oh my God, it's pee. Why is it peeing on me?" Which is pretty funny. But to your point, it's not like,
I don't know.
Okay, wait a minute. Here's why he's going to be banned. I just remembered. The first time he does it, he looks so satisfied afterward.
Yes. Yes.
That's why he's banned.
And he like looks. He's got this face. He knows what he's doing. He knows that, this is the hopeful water, right? The water from the start of time. But he knows.
I don't know, man.
And it turns out the treasure was Ghogo all along. He's the secret to this whole movie. And we get this finale where he floats up into the sky, pees all over Mothra. The sky becomes his face.
All of that stuff was incredible. I have to say, like, I'm so glad I'm here for that, because that blew my mind. That made it worth... the pacing of this movie is a little tough. There was a point where I pressed pause and I saw I had an hour left, and I almost cried. I was like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do?
You must cried hopeful water.
Hopeful tears.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys know the baby son from Teletubbies?
Very familiar, yeah. Yeah.
That's Ghogo. That's all I could think about after seeing him.
Yeah. Well, to get away from Ghogo, are you guys all right with that?
He is inevitable.
I'm sure we'll come back to Ghogo. Something I did really love about this movie was how they kind of used Mothra. Now, it's a bit of a double-edged sword because I feel like Mothra Leo in particular like isn't as majestic as he was in the first movie. He isn't as, I don't know, he's not in it for much. He doesn't get much character, if you can get character as a giant moth. He's used just as this plot device to show up and do some damage and get injured and win the final battle. But I love some of the beats they did with him, especially when early on we see him being formed out of all these little like shining lights and tiny Mothras in the cave, just like how the OG Mothra was at the start of the first Rebirth movie. And I really love the scene we get when it seems like Mothra Leo's down for the count. He's covered in the barum, these crazy starfish thing. It's such a cool look, by the way. He's covered in these things. He looks like he's rashed up or got burns all over him. And we see him dropping down into the water as the same musical cue plays when Mothra died in Rebirth of Mothra, the exact same way. I kind of like how they mirrored him to the OG Mothra and connected them up like that throughout the movie. I thought it was cool. What do you guys think of Mothra Leo?
The movie was patched, and Mothra Leo in particular has had a big nerf. Most of his abilities have since gone. No, there's something about Mothra Leo, dude, or Mothra in this. I like him. He's fun. He looks good. I like how he looks. And I feel like what they've set up these Mothra trilogy movies to do is almost what they do with the Spider-Man movies. Every time they have a movie, he has to have like 3 different variations and 3 different costumes.
You mean like the new Spider-Man movies?
Yeah. The new Spider-Man movies.
Yeah. Mothra Leo's Tom Holland.
It fits so well. Yeah, he's got his Mothra Leo form. He's got his Rainbow Mothra form in this one. And he's got his Aqua Mothra form.
That's right.
Which Aqua Mothra is on the cover art for this podcast episode. Huge shout out to Dagora. It looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And Aqua Mothra just looks like an action figure waiting to be bought.
Yeah, he looked almost like ceramic or like latexy. I don't know. He did look like an action figure when it turned into Aqua Mothra. I dug how he looked. What did you think of Mothra Leo overall, Kev? Because we've already said you're a huge Mothra fan. Is he kind of living up to the hype? Living up to the title?
I like this design.
Yeah.
I like the laser battles, looked incredible. I think it was a great like puppet. I agree with the vibe that especially the head of Aqua Mothra looks like I have about 10 of these.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is kind of a hot take. I have kind of come to resent how they tease Mothra and then make you wait like 45 minutes for Mothra to reappear.
Yeah.
Although, like, listen, if they had kept the Batman Forever vibes going, I'm in. But there's a part of me that like was tired of the kids and just wanted to see Mothra.
Yeah.
Although we were more than rewarded with this amazing battle.
Oh, it's really cool.
The dozens of Mothras. I was losing my mind at the Mothras versus the what is it called? The Barum?
Yeah, the Barum, and is it Dagara? The giant
Dagara
dragon?
or Dagarla. In the movie we watched, in the version we watched, it was Dagarla, I think.
Yeah.
I watched the first half on Pluto, but the stuff with the kids, like the ads there were so many ads that were so long that I had to get out.
Was that dubbed?
No, it was full HD Japanese with English subtitles.
Wow.
I was like, finally, because the dubs are like, I've been following along with the Heisei with the dubs, but they take me out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, they kind of take me out of it. So that was a plus.
Awesome. I think like famously as well, the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy is just badly dubbed. So That's cool. I didn't expect Pluto TV to pull out the Japanese subtitles. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we got Dagara, this crazy dragon thingy, and like you were saying, we got heaps of Mothras at the end going inside of him and attacking these Barim. It was like I saw someone say on Letterboxd, it's just like the X-wing battle.
Yes.
At the end of the first Star Wars.
That's exactly right. And I was like, damn, where was this for the first 45 minutes of this movie?
Yeah.
Like once.
It's awesome.
This is the dark middle chapter. We got to see some Mothra.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that. Well, what did you guys think about Dagara, this crazy dragon thing that no one seems to know is even a Toho kaiju? No one's kind of heard or seen since.
Yeah, I'd never heard of him before. Like I said in the last episode, I had no clue what to expect for the second Mothra movie. He looks pretty cool. It's nice to have like an aquatic creature again, an aquatic-based kaiju, and one that walks on all fours. He gives me big Gamera vibes. And also, I don't know what they're called. He has two really spiky shoulders.
These like fleshy cannon flap thingies.
I think that's the official name, yeah.
Yeah.
He feels like a non-crystalline space Godzilla.
I can see it.
A little bit to me. And I like it. He's very fun. He has these big shoulder cannons, which I find very fun.
And they level up as the movie goes on, too. They get bigger and spikier.
I loved seeing him coming out of the water.
Yeah.
This thing, the first shots of him approaching scared the hell out of me. It was so effective, so cool. He looks almost like a Viking ship.
Yeah. I think there's an early shot as well when we see him under the water and it's kind of his silhouette covered up with bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
That was really awesome, too, to kind of tease him before he comes into it.
Yeah, and one of the first scenes we see is him taking down one of the Japanese submarines in the water.
That was really cool. I liked the Barim as well. These little starfish creatures. I thought they looked phenomenal. The way that they must have been like a physical prop that looked that wet and like had all the things on top of it moving around. Remind me of like Facehugger type sitch. I think there was one time when in the movie when it looks like one's opening up and we don't really get to see what's inside of it. But it was cool. I loved these things. And again, yeah, just having them stuck all over Mothra at the end was awesome.
Again, great animatronic use in this movie.
Yeah. Yeah, really good.
One of the last, like, a dying art at that time, really.
Yeah, I think these Brim were the best looking part of the movie. Like, even compared to the rare use of animatronics in movies nowadays, these things still look super duper realistic. And dangerous. Is there a scene where one gets cut open or hurt and it splashes onto one of the fishermen's faces, I want to say?
Yeah, or maybe the arm. It definitely jumps onto a fisherman and it like starts foaming where it's stuck onto him. That looked pretty cool. Yeah, it's weird because this movie, I really like some of the special effects, like the Barim and a lot of the monster design and a lot of the huge set pieces like the temple, which we haven't even talked about. So like mind-blowingly awesome. I was just amazed that this stuff was in the 90s. We've got that temple of the Nirai Kanai, also known as Mu, which was cool to hear because Mu, all you G fans out there will know that Mu is the place where Manta lives, the place where Atragon takes place. So cool that we kind of see another take on that in this movie. I thought this stuff looked great when the kids are running through all these corridors. It's all practical. It was like, Kev, you were talking about this supermarket show. What is this show that you were watching and talking about the other day?
Well, I went on Pluto to watch the movie, and they have a whole channel called Supermarket Sweep. Now, there was a show, it existed before, but I know it from the 90s. It was called, it was syndicated, so networks would buy it and air it every night.
Yeah.
For a week, every weeknight.
Yeah.
So every weeknight I would come home from preschool or kindergarten or whatever, and I would watch an hour of The Nanny. Supermarket Sweep, shop till you drop, and then an hour of The Nanny, okay? Now, Supermarket Sweep, and bless Fran Drescher support to SAG-AFTRA. So,
yes.
Supermarket Sweep is a game show where basically it takes place in a giant fake supermarket where it's full of perishable food that is fake.
Yeah.
And it's about 8 long aisles. But it looks bigger than it is. And the contestants have to answer trivia questions about like Chef Boyardee and all this other stuff. Gorgonzola cheese and whatever. And they get time added on. And at the end of the game, they have however much time they accrued to go get the most. They have to rack up the highest bill. And the person who spent the most at the supermarket wins. Now, I know what you're saying. Kev, I live in 2023. Do you mean to tell me that this is a game show about spending money at the supermarket? And the answer is yes. Oh, yeah. This is what we did in America in the 90s. We spent Noah Baumbach and Don DeLillo were right in White Noise.
Yes.
White Noise is basically about this exact thing. It's like the glorification of like when Oreos hit $8 because inflation is hell.
And this is little Kev's favorite show coming home from school.
It's up there.
Supermarket Sweep.
Yeah.
I'd never heard of this thing in my life. All I was thinking, my point is that you guys were talking about Supermarket Sweep in the Discord the other day, and these like huge aisles that make it look bigger than it is.
Yeah. The high vaulted ceilings of the ruin set.
Yes.
The scale of the ruin set itself as it comes out of the water was super impressive.
Yeah.
Like this place looked real.
Yeah. We have like idols or kind of like statues that they're climbing on top of. It looked really real, and we spend a lot of the movie there with the kids. They're stuck there for 90% of the movie. But I kind of never got sick of it. It looked real cool while they were running around it. There's like... there's that like bridge straight out of Indiana Jones, right?
Yes.
It looks like a chasm, and it's this invisible kind of bridge they can walk across or slide down.
I think the word you're looking for is not bridge, but slip and slide. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
They only go across this on their stomachs.
This was the invention of the magic wand in Photoshop was invented
Yes.
to tackle this scene.
That kid just falling down and slower than I've ever seen anything just get dragged across the screen to the other side. Incredible stuff. It was very like Alien versus Predator.
Yes.
Which I am an apologist for. Like that set in that temple the whole time was giving me huge AVP vibes.
This was giving me huge Toho's Goonies vibes.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
You just touched on something I want to bring up because I don't think it comes up in the Heisei episodes so much.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that a lot of the Heisei human stories are just like pastiches of American films from around that time?
Really?
At me in the Discord if you disagree, because I don't know. There's like swashbuckling adventurers on a desert island who wore fedoras. Suspicious. Yes. There was one where there was a time-traveling robot.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it happens a lot.
Yeah.
Where a lot of these human stories are like, that seems like not directly familiar, but familiar enough that, I don't know. And this one, Goonies is a great... Like Rebirth of Mothra 1 had literal like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids vibes all over the first half.
Yeah. Yep.
I think that's a really great observation. I didn't clock that. But yeah, this is Toho's Goonies in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
There's even a husky kid who, of course, everything he says, you eat a Big Mac in front of your friends once as a bigger kid. That's your whole personality.
Yes. Yeah.
I've been there. So yeah, like down to even that. Mind blown, yes.
I wanted to talk real quick. How deathly actually is Nilai Karnai, the full temple? Because this place rises up out of the water, inexplicably. The world doesn't seem to notice or bat an eye when it arrives or explodes in an explosion far, far bigger than Oppenheimer ever showed.
Just off the beach of this this city, no helicopters, no news reporters. The kids are just left to their devices.
You'd think Japan would notice if the seas parted, but nope.
I took it as like living in Marvel's New York.
Yeah,
right? Comics or MCU, really. which is like, oh, geez, what does this one do? Oh, it shoots a laser 10 feet out. Oh, okay. Okay. Although the destruction was wild.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I'm shocked. There's something about Neil Arcana. But it's set up to be like you said, the lost empire of Mu. Almost like an Atlantis type of place.
I think it's a real like legend too. Like I was doing some reading, and indigenous regions of Japan believe that Niraikane is real. It is out there. It's this mythical lost city.
There you go.
So pretty cool.
Is it called Mu in real life?
I think Mu historically is another lost city. Yeah, it's kind of similar to Atlantis. So all these things are kind of based off legends and myths.
But yeah, we have the actual temple, and they're kind of warded away because this place is, what did they say? It was like, it used to be a super high-tech place before the old inhabitants of it ended up being destroyed in an earthquake.
Yeah. They got holograms.
Yeah, this place is weird. It is holograms?
Sankara stones.
You know what that reminded me of? The giant hologram. Remember in Crystal Skull, at the end of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull? I was scared for the kids. I was like, get the hell out of there.
Something's about to happen. Your eyes are about to burn.
And there's that scene where the whole place goes into like a security lockdown. The kids nearly lose their fingers from trying to hold open the doors.
I need your guys' help because I thought that I was understanding this movie. Is the whole premise kind of like, okay, there's Nirai Kanai, who their deity is the water spirit, Ghogo. And is that what this is? And Ghogo has to go and find people from civilization to help him defend his city from Dagara, who is coming to destroy it. Is that the plot?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Your guys' faces, it seems like you're on the same page. Okay.
I just work here.
Mike, did you want to take us through, I mean, we've talked about them. Did you want to take us through the monsters before we get even more off track?
Yeah, well, first off, we have Ghogo.
Great.
The deity?
He is supposed to be like
the water spirit.
The treasure, the water spirit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know if he is the deity, like the god of the whole place, but he's up there at least. And it seems like he's the judge of humanity here. Like whatever sins you've committed in this or past lives, Ghogo is there and he sees all. He has the power to wipe out half of humanity.
I did like how this movie like ends with the kids imagining Ghogo in the sky. And there's that quote, which is like, children, the future of this planet is entrusted into your hands. And then Ghogo gives them a gift, and it is a pearl in their hands that literally turns into the planet, which is the fate of the planet's in their hands. Wild. This Ghogo guy is God in the Godzilla universe, I think.
I love it. It makes total sense to me.
Ghogo is going to follow me for the next 5 years, and I can't get away from him.
I was surprised. I mean, look, far be it from me, right, to give notes on anything. But I was surprised that Ghogo was not the art for this episode.
I actually said that exact same thing to Micah after we watched it. I was like, we should have done Ghogo. But we had this grand vision, like, we'll have the 3 different Mothra forms from the 3 different movies. It'll be beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Now I wish we did Ghogo. Imagine some Dagora Ghogo art.
Oh.
I think we need it. It's too late to change.
I would love that.
Is it too late?
I would love that. Although it looks great, to be totally clear. As usual, the art is awesome.
I'll bring us away from Ghogo for a bit, eh?
Please.
Let's do it.
We have the namesake of this movie, Mothra Leo. Like we said, he turns into Rainbow Mothra and Aqua Mothra.
I love how Rainbow Mothra is just Mothra Leo with more colors on his wings.
Mm-hmm.
It's good. It was good.
Exactly what he is. Did you guys have a favorite form, real quick?
Covered in Barum. Covered in those little starfish. That looked awesome.
I liked microscopic from the inside, total destruction, bloodstream invader Mothra.
Mm.
That was good.
I did not what I expected. The movie's expectations were set with the caterpillar going down the teacher's shirt, and
Really was.
the movie ended with a creature getting ripped apart from the inside by Mothra. An amazing power.
The escalation there. I liked Mothra swimming with the dolphins.
That was your favorite form?
That's my favorite form. Swimming with
Nice.
dolphins, Mothra.
Friend of dolphins.
And we have a few characters here returning from past movies. We have Fairy Mothra.
Yes.
This is the one that the Elias fly around on. This is the one which, in some scenes, do you guys remember that scene where they're looking up on the computer information about this lost Nili Karnai? And it's just sitting there looking like the coolest plush toy in the world.
Yeah.
That was a great little stand-in thing. That looked great, I thought.
It was cool. Wings flapping slowly. It was awesome.
As Gogo's hideous tendril flaps around. Not to harp on it.
Kiev, stop it. Kiev, please.
I'm so sorry.
You're giving me flashbacks, dude. Thank you.
Were they communicating in this scene?
Yes, telepathically.
With the computer. Or like their telepathic connection is making the computer glitch out, right? Is that what was going on?
Yeah.
This was the inspiration for the original iMac. Steve Jobs rejoined Apple, saw this film, and was like, well, something must be done.
We have our other returning character, Jaisha. Are you still #1 Garu Garu fan?
Dude, I completely forgot Garu was in this until a second ago. He looks a bit more metallic. Do you guys catch that? He's got like metal wings and like a little metal saddle now. He's bringing out some of his true colors.
Yeah, we've got Garu Garu View, where he's like locking on predator vision.
You're right.
Onto all the kids.
What was going on there? I loved that.
He locks onto the kids' brains. Did you guys catch this? And he locks onto the kid who's talking about Big Macs, and he gets like 2 little icons pop up next to his brain, and then he scans the girl, and he gets like 4 or 5 little icons. And I was like, what is this? Is this like IQ? What's he? This is
He's assessing their power levels.
Some high tech stuff. I could give or take Garu. I hope he gets a redemption in the third one.
Quick aside, I feel like Balvera was kind of put to the wayside a little bit in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, she got us there, but not a whole lot. I mean, yeah.
Her whole thing's pretty much just like find some crazy monster with some ancient power, destroy the world.
Classic Balvera wanting to destroy all the humans yet again.
Yeah.
Total Rita Repulsa vibes, but in like the best possible complimentary way. I could say that.
Yeah. We have the Barim, like you said, these little parasites that work with our big bad for the movie, Dagara.
Yeah.
Josh, have you got any cool facts about Dagara? Because I've never seen his name mentioned once.
Bro, do I? Do I ever? Well, it's first off, it's funny, Kev, because we had you on for Hedorah, and everyone says online that like Ghidorah and Hedorah are the most similar from kaiju. Like they're both, I don't really see it, but they have these environmental connections. If I remember correctly, Hedorah's like throwing around slop and toxic waste everywhere, whereas Dagara has these Barim that he's putting out all over the oceans, creating the red tides, I think it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny because everyone online the outline in this movie is like an environmental movie showing what humans have done to the environment and how we can save it. This creature has come to rise up against humanity for the horrors against the environment. I didn't actually get a lot of that in this movie.
What did Jaisha call you last episode, real quick?
I forget the exact quote, but it was something like the environmental expert who would come give us facts about the environment.
Yeah.
I'll say this. If I had to compare the two, I think Hedorah has much more to say about like the world at that time.
Yes.
And the people on that world, and anybody who wants to hear my far out conspiracy theories about the plot of that movie can go listen to that episode.
Yeah.
I think this movie wants a motive for Dagara.
Yep.
And that's it.
And like something nice for kids to take home, right? I think as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's like, A, do they? But B, should they? Like, this is supposed to be, it's weird. Like, Hedorah feels like, even though those movies were also kind of for kids,
yeah,
it felt like there was something more there to say. These, they're not aiming that high. So I didn't know where my expectations should be.
No.
Like, we had one shot of like a plastic bottle in the ocean. Great. But I don't think they tied in that so much.
No.
I think that it's like the people of the civilization created the monster to clean up pollution, and then it just turned bad. It has, like, did it have anything to do? Did I miss something? Again, at me in Discord, did I miss something? But I didn't see those two things connect. And then at the end, it's like Ghogo drops his hideous pearl, and it's like, is the world in the hands? Like, I guess the world is in the hands of the kids, but I felt like we could have had that take up about 15 minutes worth of the kids wandering around talking about Big Macs.
Yes.
And that would have been a much more exciting movie to me.
Yeah, I completely forgot that, like, yeah, there is some backstory there, right? Where humanity created some sort of almost organism that just mutated into whatever these crazy things are. Oh, the thing I had about Dagara was that he does make a brief reappearance in one of the anime movies, Godzilla Planet of the Monsters, where he's attacking and destroying Australia, which is pretty close to us. There you go.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But he also is mentioned more specifically in the prequel novel to that movie, which is called Godzilla Monster Apocalypse. And the coordinates where Dagara is said to be in this novel are the exact coordinates where the fictional lost city of Relay, the prison of Cthulhu, is said to be located in the Call of Cthulhu by H.P. Lovecraft.
Coincidence? I think not.
I think not. Cthulhu and Dagara, are they one and the same? Who knows?
I think whatever kind of message or icon they were setting up Dagara to be in this movie kind of loses its punch as well when in the last act he kind of just turns into like a big beam blasting Beyblade in the water, being lifted up by tractor beams and whatnot, to the point where it doesn't feel like he is associated with the water or the earth in almost any way except for the fact that he lives in there.
Yeah, it was weird as well because he's like this water monster and he's got big wings and a whole lot of beams. Very strange. Kev, did you have a favorite monster from the bunch? I see your face, Kev.
Who do you think? The god of all things.
Let's all say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ghogo.
Garu. No. I get where you guys are coming from. I get it. I actually quite like Dagara. I thought he looked pretty cool. I'm a bit disappointed that he hasn't shown up in, like, where is Dagara in Battle Line?
He'll get there.
Where is he? Where is Dagara? Yeah, I hope so. We need more Dagara because he was pretty cool.
Have they done the Rebirth? I mean, weren't you just saying last week that they were just starting to do the Mothra Rebirth characters?
Yeah.
Me and Jay had a chat last week. We're like, we talk about Battle Line every episode. We have to stop.
It was me. I brought it up. Yeah, they Mothra Leo's in it and Descadora's in it, and they were like promoting a cheap pack you could buy with them in it. Maybe.
Only the beginning.
Maybe.
I will say, since we're on the topic, in the recent poll for a new unit, they did have Rainbow Mothra as an option.
It's coming up.
So we're getting there.
People want it.
Okay, that's a minute of Battle Line.
That could be the segment.
Yeah.
Get out a stopwatch.
Yeah, get it all out.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe we got to do that. We got to create a segment for it. Did you guys have a favorite human character as well as the monsters? Because I like the fishermen. I don't know about you guys, but these guys were crazy. These fishermen, insane. The way that they're just going to like murder these kids to get this treasure. And then next second, completely on their side again. There's one moment when one of them's left for dead. You think he's gone. And then he like walks out of the shadows, just appears behind a kid. You think he's going to throw him down a pit, and he throws him to safety and then gets peed on. Yeah, it was cool.
He's full on bloodied in that scene as well. It's full on something out of a horror movie.
There's a lot of blood. There's more blood than I expected, I'll say, for like a Japanese kids movie from the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I didn't really get these fishermen's. I don't know what they were doing. They're just fishermen that found Ghogo, and then they're going to stop at nothing to get Ghogo back.
They were threatening to kill these kids.
Yeah, big time.
And if I recall correctly, they're friends of Shiori, the main girl's mum.
Yeah.
And they're threatening to kill them.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's Balvera mind tricks, right? There has to be it.
Yeah, probably.
Has to be it. But yeah, I didn't mind the fishermen. They were fun, little goofy side villains.
I love the McDonald's boy.
Nice.
Totally rooting for the McDonald's boy in life.
Did you guys see his jump? This one kid's jump. He jumped across a full length of a beach.
Yeah.
With Ghogo.
Yeah, it was impressive. It was impressive.
And then he couldn't make the rubble jump at the end of the movie.
I don't know how any of them made that jump at the end of the movie. That was next level impossible stuff. That was, yeah.
With Ghogo, all things are possible.
If you believe in Ghogo.
I don't have a favorite human character necessarily. We haven't talked about the Elias too much yet.
Yeah. They're kind of not focused on as much, just like Balvera in this, right? Mole and Laura?
Guys, this movie isn't about the Elias or Mothra, really.
No.
I don't even know what this movie is about.
It's about Ghogo.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's about Ghogo peeing on people.
I didn't say it this time. But they have kind of a formula.
Yeah.
They bring the humans to the situation. They put them in the middle of the situation. And then at around the 45-minute to an hour mark, they sing the song and Mothra comes out.
Yeah. That was a good song.
Guys, did you catch their fast tempo laser beam variation of the song here?
Yeah, that was pretty good when they were healing up Mothra or getting the barium off him.
And is it this movie where, I can't remember if it was in the first one or not, but they have this like real tropical vibey version of the song?
Yeah, man. That's the Rebirth of Mothra theme. That's our current intro for the show.
Yeah. I'm just a huge fan of this version.
Well, we're on the topic of music. How about that credits song? Do you guys wait and listen to this thing? It was masterful.
Big Parappa the Rapper vibes with the scratching and the nice like kind of seal.
Love is moving. Love is changing. Cross your lives. I'm in you and you're in me. I love you.
It reminds me a lot of this is not the kind of show where I can go into detail about what happens during the scenes where the song plays, but it reminds me of "You Are My Rose" from The Room a little bit.
Oh, no.
You've ever heard that song?
Give, I have heard that song.
Oh, that's great. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's the exact same vibes. It's the exact same vibes. Should we wrap things up, guys? Go into some final thoughts, but as you guys say over at ADP, some popcorn notes, and then a bit of a rating for this thing. Did you want to kick us off, Kev?
I don't really have any popcorn notes. I feel like we worked through everything I really have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, here's a big one. What did the ending mean?
Who knows? Who will ever know? Who can say?
I know one person who knows. I'm not going to say their name. Because we've said it too much already.
But overall, I just had a hard time connecting everything in this movie. I know it's like a kid's movie and it's like fun and adventures and they're in the ruins and all this. But is it a movie about pollution? Is it a movie about this ancient civilization? Is it a movie about Mothra? Mothra is the hero and saves everybody, but not really about Mothra so much. And while this had some of my favorite was it called suitmation?
Yeah, Suitmation.
Right? And the marionette work, I'm a sucker for that. It's one of the many reasons why I love Mothra. I ultimately couldn't connect with it. And this is the one with the pissing robot gremlin. So I'm at, it hurts to say because some of this stuff is so cool, but also the movie is paced so slow and the information is so like weird. I'm at 2.5 Ghogo Earth Pearls out of 5.
Ghogo Earth Pearls. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm pretty much with you, man. It kind of didn't feel like as magical or almost as well put together as the first one for me. I'm still super impressed by a lot of the like special effects work. But I don't know. It is just like a formulaic copy of the first movie, almost beat by beat, but not as good. I'm just going through some of my notes here. Like I thought the score was really great. Toshiyuki Watanabe doing some cool stuff with the score. But then also with the music and the sound, there's some weird scenes where there's no music and weird noises and weird sound effects. There's like, I can't remember exactly what it was, but there's a scene maybe where someone's getting dragged across the screen and all you hear is like a grunt and no other sound. Yeah, I think that's all my notes. My only other note was that I watched the 10 Commandments a couple weeks ago, guys. Incredible epic movie. I don't know why it took me this long. Best way to spend like a lazy Sunday arvo watching this thing. And it's got Moses, parting the seas there. I couldn't help but think about it with Mothra Leo parting the red tides. Like, there's a lot of symbolism in this movie. I thought it was fun. I am at 3 out of 5 Ghogo Earth Pearls.
You think this is a good movie?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I had a good time. Definitely not as good as the previous.
I'm curious what the third one is tonally going to look like after these two.
I saw the poster for the third one. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's all I have to say.
Yep. Yep.
No, I'm with you guys there. I don't know if it's because the makers of this movie tried aiming it towards children. I don't know if they thought they had too high of an attention span or too low of an attention span. Because like you said, I had the same thing, Kev, where I was quite bored when they were in Eli Kanai. Looked at how much time left. It was full on hour. Audible sigh from me. But then at the same time, it feels like you're skipping so much where these 3 kids are suddenly out on a canoe in the middle of the ocean, get sucked into a hole in a temple in a matter of seconds. And it doesn't really explain too much about why or how. And you just kind of have to expect that with this movie. A few notes on my end. There's that scene where Ghogo has 3D chisel eyes for like a couple frames.
Yes, the bulging eyes. Chisel! That's a throwback. Is it? Oh my goodness, what a game.
Oh my god, Chuzzle.
Did you play Chisel?
I had to Google it, but yes, I remember Chuzzle. Jeez.
This was the game on my grandparents' computer that I played. I want an Elias show. Minisodes with them and Fairy Mothra and Mothra popping in and doing fun stuff. I just want more Mothra media nowadays. And I was last popcorn thing for me. I was doing some research. You can get a Mothra Tamagotchi.
Yes.
Which you can keep. And it seems so cool. I looked up about it. It starts as a larva and it can grow into different monsters. It can grow into Godzilla, Batra, Mothra. It can turn into the Elias twins. Officially, it can also turn into Ghogo.
No way. You can get a Ghogo Tamagotchi.
So I just want to pop this out there. If anyone knows how to buy these or where to get them from, I think all three of us need to make a pact right now to try and get 3 Ghogo Tamagotchis to look after for the rest of our lives.
Okay, $64.99 on eBay, USD, so probably 8 million New Zealand dollars.
Yeah.
That's still cheaper than I thought it'd be, honestly.
I know.
I will say, Micah, our buy sell site here in New Zealand is called Trade Me, and around the time of your birthday last year, one of these was going for like $20. One of these Mothra Tamagotchis. I nearly bought it for you, but it I think it had a buy now, and someone bought it straight away.
Oh, no way.
You nearly had it. You nearly had the Ghogo. We'll have to find it.
My Ghogo dreams are dashed.
We'll put this Ghogo Tamagotchi next to the Matango on a tricycle as like our big things.
the Podzilla mythic items.
Yeah, the mythic items.
No, I'm with you there. I think that this movie feels so weird. It feels like a Mothra movie, yet at the same time not a Mothra movie, but Mothra's in it. Mothra definitely gets sidelined to Ghogo, and I don't like that. I'm going to give it 2... I was going to make a urine joke, but I'm not going to. I'm going to give it 2 pearls out of 5.
Well, who's to say what the pearls are? Who's to say?
They're kidney stones.
Oh my
Kidney
God.
stones? No, please. Oh, guys, this was fun. Kev, I'm so stoked we got to get you on for a Mothra movie. Because there's only a few of these, and it was cool.
I'm so stoked it was this one. Man, am I glad it was this one.
I'm glad to hear that.
As I'm sure everyone listening knows, Kev does an amazing podcast with our friend Mackenzie called Austin Danger Podcast, where every week they spin a wheel of films related to Austin Powers in some capacity. I say that all the time now, by the way. I call them Austin Danger movies. It's your guys.
It's hard not to do it. I get it.
Yeah. But yeah, they watch movies connected to the franchise in some way, and it's really, really fun. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it, Kev, and maybe some of the crazy episodes you've been doing recently? Because you guys are on like this. I don't think there has ever been a better roll of episodes in any podcast, maybe of all time.
Well, thanks for that. Yeah, we sometimes I will say sometimes we pick the movie, and this summer we've picked quite a few.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. But like since May, we've done Alien, Shrek, the original Transformers, for better or for worse, the live-action Little Mermaid from this year, The Sixth Sense, Southland Tales, Black Adam. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you like Black Adam, maybe listen to other episodes of Austin Danger Podcast. Terminator 2 Judgment Day was last week, which was a lot of fun. That was a wheel
Yes.
spin. We had our buddy Brandon come on.
That's really good.
And then as people are listening to this week we were going to do Barbie. But then the hype from Mackenzie for Oppenheimer was so immense that I was like, we got to pivot. So we did Barbenheimer with our friend Bex.
Yes.
So that's great. We did a little bit of Barbie, a little bit of Oppenheimer, and we put it all together.
I can't wait.
And it's pretty timely that we're discussing Ghogo on this show, because our next movie, which will be, if you're listening to this the week it comes out next week, we are doing Men in Black, which is one of the great summer movies ever, in my opinion. So spoilers for what I think of it. But full of little animatronic freaks.
Little freaks.
Full of them.
Oh, man.
Very on brand.
Oh, man. What are the odds?
So yeah, coming out. I will say it is not, I wouldn't call our show safe for work. I would not call it a family show. But if you can vibe with that, we have a lot of fun. So come hang out.
Yeah, you guys are really fun. To be honest, I don't know if this show is going to be safe for work much longer, if this Ghogo chat's going to keep up. So
I tried to keep it. I tried to keep it to the vernacular of the movie. You know what I mean? I try to keep it. We're using their words, so it's not like it's not like people can come and say like, "Oh, you said this, you said that." It's like it's in the movie.
Are you going to say a Mothra movie is not for kids? How dare you?
Oh no. No. honestly, yeah, Kev, your support for Podzilla has just been it keeps us going, man. We really appreciate you. And everyone listening, check out Austin Danger Podcast. The link will be in the show notes. Follow Kev on Letterboxd. I think it's just letterboxd.com/Kev, right?
That's correct.
Amazing. And they're all over socials as well. You can find them on there. We'll be linking to them. Next week, or I always say next week, next fortnight on Podzilla, everyone, we are taking a little break from Rebirth of Mothra, and we're going to be watching something really, really fun. Official children's television show, which came out in 1997, called Godzilla Island. Follows the lives of all the kaiju that live on Godzilla Island. It pretty much exclusively uses Bandai action figures. So it's not suitmation, it is action figures. There are 256 3-minute episodes and 22 arcs in classic anime fashion.
Yeah,
Mothra Leo's in it. Matango are in it. Dagora is in it. It's kind of the reason we've watched so many of these adjacent movies. And it's finally time.
You could say this is the culmination of our 2+ years of Podzilla, really.
Yeah, you could.
I'm watching one right now. This is an amazing way to make a TV show.
I know.
It's so smart, right?
Oh my god.
I think 42 of the episodes are actually on the official Godzilla YouTube channel with English subtitles. So if you're interested, check those ones out. Watch a couple of them before the next episode. But we're crazy. We bought the whole rest of the episodes on DVD in Japanese, no English subtitles. And we are just gonna binge through them all and talk about the highlights next episode.
So if you want to watch along, there isn't a huge easy way to do so, but we definitely recommend at least checking out the episodes that are out at the moment on YouTube.
Yeah, watch a couple of them. You'll get the vibe. But I'm really excited for that. Otherwise, Kev mentioned it before. We've been doing a bit of a King Kong journey over on our Patreon, patreon.com/Podzilla. Every month we're talking about a different King Kong movie. We've been on a crazy roll at the moment with the 70s King Kong. We just released an episode on King Kong Lives, which is the sequel. And that was a lot of fun to record. So if you're interested in supporting the show or want a little bit of extra content from us, check us out there.
And we've mentioned it a couple times this episode, but if you want to join the Discord, link in the show notes. Super fun time there. We'll be able to chat about this movie much, much more in depth. There will be too much Ghogo talk, and I'm not ready for it.
It's outlawed. It is bad. Not going to happen.
So feel free to come in, especially after this episode, but no Ghogo.
No Ghogo.
No. I'm looking at you, especially, Kev, #1 Ghogo fan.
I'm not going to say a word.
You better not.
This podcast is my final document about Ghogo. We're done. Unless Michael York showed up in this movie and we have to do it on Austin Pod, which is so remote. The odds are so remote.
I'm just waiting for Ghogo to show up in the next MonsterVerse movie.
Do they have the balls? Do they?
They can't even show Mothra. Let's get there first. Let's show Mothra, and then we'll talk.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Podzilla. Like always, big shout out to Cassie Celine, who does our seasonal podcast art, as well as to Dagora9898 for the amazing thumbnail art of Aqua Mothra used in this week's episode. Once again, huge thanks to Kev for coming on the show. Make sure that you check out the Austin Danger podcast hosted by himself and Mackenzie Wilkes. There's a ton of fun to be had over there. If you're watching these movies along with us, tag us on Letterboxd at PodzillaPod and let us know what you thought of this movie or any of the upcoming films that we're going to be covering in the near future. And if you want to come and immerse yourself in the Podzilla community, jump into our Discord server of Monster Island. But just remember the #1 rule. Whatever you do, no talking about Ghogo. Just a quick disclaimer, any music or sound effects used in this episode belong entirely to the Toho Company. Make sure you come join us next episode as we talk about the masterpiece that is Godzilla Island. And keep an eye out for when our good friend Waffles jumps on the show next month to talk about the final flick of the Mothra franchise, Rebirth of Mothra II. We'll see you then.